A Santa Clarita Disney fan has put together her own fairy tale after recreating an attraction from the happiest place on earth.
Almost 20 years ago, I bought these stretching portraits behind me, and we moved to two different houses, and I had them all rolled up, and I had no idea where I was going to put these things. And looking at my husband's beige box that he had been working in for about 13 years, I decided, you know what, let's make this a haunted mansion room. So I started researching it and got the wallpaper from the foyer and just looked at moldings and how everything was put together. Like the molding is the same as in the stretching room. And I just really latched onto all the details. Most of the decor in here is from Disney. I bought it from either Disneyana or on eBay from secondhand. But of course, I love to shop every time Disney comes out with something new. My favorite part of the office was given to me for my 50th birthday by one of my friends who used to be a cast member. And she went to Company D one day and they were doing a refresh on the Haunted Mansion. And she happened to see the tiebacks from the Haunted Mansion from the storm windows. And so those actually hung in the Haunted Mansion in the storm windows. So I actually have a piece of the mansion here.
And although some may criticize her for making Disneyland a part of her life, that hasn't stopped her from living happily ever after.
I have a wonderful Walt Disney quote for that. It's, "Growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional."
We've fallen. We've soared.
We've sacrificed.
We've conquered.
We've feared.
We've triumphed.
And this Labor Day weekend, we are shaking things up.
We are.
We are.
We are.
Angel City Continental.
And
This is our moment.
We are celebrating the birth of a new baby. She was born on June 8th. She's a northern white-cheeked gibbon, and this species is critically endangered, so we are very excited to have her. This little girl is now almost 2 weeks. Gibbons usually have single births, and the first 2-3 months they just cling to their mother and breastfeed. So we will try to film her. She's mainly sleeping, and then when she wakes up she goes nursing, and then she takes a couple yawns and then she goes back to sleep. So that's what she's gonna do the first couple months, just cling to the mother and breastfeed. And then at around 3-4 months of age she will start climbing off the mom, first just 1 foot and a little bit farther, but she will continue nursing until about 2.5 years of age. And then she will stay with her family until about 8 or 10 years of age. That's when they become an adult, they change color, and then they will pair up with another gibbon. In this species, the northern white-cheeked gibbons, the adult female is orange and the adult male is black with the white cheeks. And when they are born, born the same color as the mother. So the newborn infant almost blend in with the mother fur. And as they're getting older, by the time they are 1.5 years, they're gonna turn black. And then when the female is around 6.5, 7 years old, they go through a second color change and slowly change back to orange. When they finish that color change, there will be a signal for the male that female is available.
Search and rescue teams usually train among the rubble in Del Val, but today there was an added component.
They are simulating a explosion, but it has a little twist. The little twist is there is radiological element involved with the explosion. So it brings a little different twist in how they approach and how they rescue people and how they mitigate such an incident.
The simulated wreckage served as an opportunity to come together and learn new skills.
Well, actually, Governor Brown 2 years ago asked Director Mark Ghilarducci when is the last time these urban search and rescue task forces actually were able to practice this full scale in a dirty bomb scenario? And so the decision was to go ahead and move forward with a major exercise that would allow all 8 of the task forces to do this. So we did 3 last year, and the 5 Southern California ones are doing today's exercise.
The California Search and Rescue teams train together with the same goal in mind.
It builds the learning environment. It allows the various teams to work together, to collaborate, and to build relationships. So in time of a real-time emergency or disaster, they're able to come together and work seamlessly.
In Del Val, reporting for The Signal, I'm Lorena Mejia. Poverty affects many people all over Los Angeles, which makes it difficult to find artistic resources. Neighborhoods like Pacoima don't have schools or museums for local artists, but they do what they can with what they have. Artists like Levi Ponce have slowly transformed the neighborhood with art, giving everyone a chance to paint with him.
We find a location that needs some love, and we come and give it some tender love and care with plenty of volunteers that are working for no money. They're just here because they want to see an improvement in their community.
He also brings together those who would most likely not come in contact with each other on a daily basis. Volunteers such as graffiti artists, known as taggers, usually help and later watch out for any other taggers looking to vandalize the art.
You got kids, you got taggers, and if you don't got taggers, you might have their mom out here, you might have their cousin out here, and why would you destroy something beautiful that you helped create?
Residents of Pacoima say they like the art, and it's a great change for the neighborhood.
Instead of all of that, graffiti and things like that, this looks nice and people will like it. Kids love it.
Artists like Levi have cheered up the streets that were once notorious for their violence. There has been more diversity, tolerance, and free expression, which have helped lower crime rates.
It's very, very nice, and I couldn't be prouder to see Pacoima in a positive light. And I hope it keeps happening because we have nothing but good people here.
People have come together to create pieces of art like this and have plans to continue adding a little more color for a brighter future. In Pacoima, I'm Lorena Mejia, Valley View News.